Full count. Hoffman. Mickey Rowe. Mickey Rowe. Yeah! The swing of his life. Tie game. My voice is gone. Holy fuck. I literally can't even scream anymore. Holy fuck! The camera rush! Holy shit! Unlikely score! Holy shit! He did it! God. Will Smith! Will Smith! God! Will fucking Smith! Holy shit! William! Oh my God! Try to do it for Kershaw! Send him out with a bang! Oh my God! 1v1. Yoshi against Kirk. Kirk! There's one! There's two! Double play! Dodgers win the World Series! Back to back! I'm not gonna lie, for a second, I forgot that was a game with a double play. But the Dodgers are winning back to back! For the first time since, of course, the New York Yankees. Dodgers, man, they really did it, man. They did not play a perfect series at all, but they got it done. Yamamoto. He is my World Series MVP. 96 pitches last night. 3 innings tonight. Yeah, Yoshi, you got it, brother. Kershaw goes out with a bang. One of my all-time GOATs. Let's go, Kershaw. I got no skin in this game, but Kershaw goes out with a bang, man. Nah, Yamamoto. Yamamoto needs a statue as soon as possible, dog. That is fucking insane. Blue Jays, I'm not gonna lie, y'all played a great series. Great ethical ball club. But, fuck. Dodgers prevail, man. The Dodgers prevail. Trey Savage. This guy's gonna owe me for the next decade. Hey. The team that beat us in the World Series last year, and the team that just beat us in the playoffs. Like, could not win regardless, but Dodgers got it done, man. They did it. Yoshi, my brother in Christ, he did it. Whew. This video is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is a daily fantasy sports app where you can win money by just picking higher or lower on each projection in sports, including the NFL, NBA, MLB, esports, and so much more as well. New customers can use my sign-up code, your boy John, YABOYYJOHN, and win $100 by just simply placing a $5 entry over Underdog. Thank you to Underdog for sponsoring this video. Holy shit, baseball is such a glorious sport. The people that say baseball's a dying sport, baseball is for old heads, baseball is for this and for that. Like, I literally don't understand what you don't see in this glorious sport. Like, dude, what a World Series. Game 7 was phenomenal. The World Series overall was phenomenal. Clayton Kershaw goes out with a bang. Yamamoto just etched himself into Dodgers history as, by the way, hot take, Yamamoto is at the worst, the 1B pitcher in Major League Baseball behind Tariq Skubal, slightly ahead of him, but those two are minimum. Those two, again, entering today, my top 5 was Tariq Skubal, Paul Skeens, Garrett Crochet, Yamamoto, and somebody that I didn't forget to mention, or it was Wheeler, whatever the hell it was, but holy shit. Instantly want to talk about things that happened. First things first, shout out to Clayton Kershaw. Going out with a bang, World Series champion, and this is the man. The Dodgers win the game 5-4 in the 11th inning. A clutch homer by William Smith. 3 outs from Yamamoto right after that, but 3 innings after pitching 96 pitches the day before in Game 6. The night before, 6 innings, he goes out and gives them 3 innings and ends it off with a double play on Alejandro Kirk. The guy's an absolute dog. He's a workhorse, well worth the $325 million. He pitched 2 seasons in the majors, and he has 2 rings to show for. A ring against, unfortunately, my Yankees in hysterical fashion in Game 5, and also tonight in Game 7 in Toronto. Again, what a phenomenal World Series. They both played their... The Blue Jays really played a phenomenal series. The Dodgers could have played a better series, but at the end of the day, they came through, so that's what they'll take. But even Dodgers fans will tell you themselves, even today, they went like 1 of 11 with a wrist. Like, Blue Jays played such a good series that it's just like, damn. The Ernie Clement getting caught by Pajes, the play by Miguel Rojas, and in the games had a homer by Miguel Rojas on Jeff Hoffman. Like, what the actual fuck? Will Smith etched himself in the Dodgers history. He already was the 2nd best catcher in baseball and was the best for a while until Cal Raleigh's ascension this season. But holy shit, the guy is here. He's also playing through an injury. Also playing through an injury for the Toronto Blue Jays. Bo Bichette, 3-run homer. George Springer, multiple hits. Like, oh my God. Ernie Clement has the most hits for a single player in a postseason run in MLB postseason history with 30, and he almost had 31 to walk it off if Pajes didn't catch that catch over Kike Hernandez. Like, holy shit. But instantly, I want to talk about things I had in order. So, obviously, the Bo Bichette 3-run homer to knock out Shohei Ohtani in the 3rd inning was absolutely massive. The other way, he has one knee. The inning or whatever before that, Ernie Clement had a single, and he wasn't able to score from second as he physically cannot run. But Bo Bichette's going to get an absolute bag, and even as a Yankees fan, man, Bo Bichette returning to the Blue Jays, it has to happen. It just has to happen. And another question, why was Ohtani pitching on 3 days rest when Glasnow threw 3 pitches last night and got 3 outs? Even though ramp up, the throwing, the bullpen, and things like that, but still, he ended up pitching in today, his game as well. And as usual, doing a job. Wasn't perfect, but he ended up doing a job. Next point I want to get into, Blue Jays. That was a good start for Max Scherzer. He gave them good length. They didn't give up many runs. That was, honestly, I didn't predict Ohtani to pitch less innings and look less effective in 2025 than Max Scherzer, who's 41 years old. Shout out to Mad Max. And then Miguel Rojas, like I mentioned, game tying home run, which is absolutely massive. The defensive play at second base. If you guys want to see any clips, I know I included a couple in the video, but all my clips are on TikTok. TikTok.com/@yourboyjohn, same as this channel, your boy John, just without the MLB. All my clips of everything you want to see, yep, they're all on there. I included like 2 or 3, I'm thinking, right before this video started. So yeah. And then the clutch defensive play by Mickey Rowe as well. That was amazing. The Pajes catch was phenomenal. Will fucking Smith homer off of Shane Bieber for Clayton Kershaw. Yeah. Yamamoto is the fucking GOAT. As Dave Roberts said, he once ends up winning World Series MVP. Yamamoto, man, the guy's a fucking dog. Again, coming into this, people are like, oh, Snell, when he's always pitching better. Snell is better than Yamamoto. I'm like, nope. Yamamoto's top 5. And people are like, oh, I don't know about that. And I'm like, don't be a prisoner moment. I'm kind of being a prisoner moment here when I'm saying my take that he is 1A or 1B to Tariq Skubal, but I had him covered in the top 5. And yeah, he's moved up because of that. Again, 96 pitches yesterday, and he ends up pitching 34 today. Now, it looked very scary. He ends up getting hit, and bases loaded. Gets out of that, and then faces Kirk again with runners on, and gets him to ground to a double play. So, yeah. The words about Yamamoto, all I can say is the guy's fucking incredible. Incredible. Like, the guy's fucking insane. This is the best World Series, in my opinion, I have fully watched in my entire life. I'm 23 years old, and I really started fully watching baseball and watching Die Hard in like 2021. So take that with a grain of salt. But what a phenomenal series. So I have a lot of things written down. I'm going to get down to it. But yeah, shout out to the Dodgers. Back-to-back World Series for the first time since my New York Yankees. 1999 and 2000 for us, and now it's the Dodgers. Again, they did not play perfect, but they got it done. I don't want to see any of this salary cap gimmick because the Dodgers did not play anything close to a great series whatsoever. They had the defensive miscues. The bullpen reared its ugly head. They went 1 of 11 today with wrist, left 10 runners on base, while the Blue Jays went 3 for 17 with wrist and left 14 runners on base. So I don't want to hear any salary cap bullshit. If anything, salary floor. I'm talking to you, John Schneider. I'm talking to you, Cincinnati Reds owner. I'm talking to you, freaks, Guardians owner that don't want to spend money. Like, yeah, I'm talking to you, freaks. But yeah, to open up the game, Vladdy strikes out on 100 after a 100 check from Shohei Ohtani. Springer got froze at first, thinking that maybe it was like a walk or he was trying to steal, and then he got caught up. and Will Smith ends up throwing him out at second base in the first inning. Bo Bichette cannot run, like I mentioned earlier, and Clement, unfortunately, was not able to drive him in after the single with him at second base in the second inning, which was tough. And then Shohei ends up striking out Andres Jimenez to end the second inning. And then Springer, at this point, was 2 for 2 in the game. 4 for 6 since returning from that injury, by the way. Springer, I'm not going to lie, as a Yankees fan, obviously, there's some disdain for the Astros and obviously George Springer, but I gained a ton of respect from Springer playing through this injury, hitting the Game 7 3-run homer to go up in the ALCS against the Mariners, and then showing up in the World Series as well, playing through an injury. You feel like every single time he swung, he was grimacing and holding, and he felt the pitch off his leg or bottom of his foot at the end of the game. Like, the guy's an absolute dog. Like, not to put that aside, but again, a lot of respect for George Springer. The guy's an absolute dog. But yeah, not gonna lie, after that 2 for 2 hit, that was a good crowd jolt. And then Freeman had a nice pick in the game as well. Nathan Luke's in the bunny. Vladdy Jr.'s up, gets intentionally walked. And then the intentionally walking to face Bo Bichette because obviously you want to do some double play and Bo Bichette cannot run. And then Bo Bichette is a 3-run nuke off of one leg, which is fucking incredible in the third inning. It was 3-0 at that time. And then Robleski gets a K on Varsho to end the third inning as soon as they take out Ohtani after giving up the 3-run homer and 3 days rest to Bo Bichette. Justin Robleski comes in, and that's not the last time I was talking about Justin Robleski in this game. Will Smith ends up getting a double. Freeman gets a single. And then Will Smith wasn't able to score at the top of the fourth inning. And then the next inning happens for the Justin Robleski thing, and Andres Jimenez almost gets hit 3 times. He almost gets hit twice, and then finally gets hit by Justin Robleski in the fourth inning. And then he really ends up saying, they end up getting into it, and he said, "Fuck you, motherfucker." And then a cue shot right after that off of, funny enough, not funny enough, but quote-unquote funny enough, off of Justin Robleski's like leg or foot from George Springer as he gets hit, which is like, dude, you cannot make that up. He just hit somebody and then he just got hit. Like, you cannot make this shit up at all. And then after that, Glasnow gets Vladdy Jr. out with 2 runners on in the fourth inning. Miguel Rojas, he gets a hit for the first time since October 1st. And not the last time we'll mention Miggy Rowe at all, man. Not all heroes wear capes. Unlikely source, Miguel Rojas. Limited at bats, but still. First hit since October 1st. Like, dude, incredible. Last 2 games, Miggy Rowe. Defensively in the last game in both ends of the spectrum in Game 7 tonight. Good outing, like I mentioned, by Max Scherzer, who's 41 years old. I thought he was cooked. Remember that game? I was watching Apple TV. Blue Jays against the Dodgers, and he got Blue Jays against the Royals. He got absolutely killed. They didn't make it out of the first inning. Gave up like 7 or 8 runs, just like abysmal. I think he got a max 1, maybe 2 outs that inning or that game, but yeah, it was brutal. Brutal. And Louis Varland, who... I think Louis Varland could potentially work his way back into the rotation in a way that John Steiner really has a lot of faith in him, putting him out there every single day. His arm is literally bionic. I could definitely see him sneaking in as like a 5-star to be honest, maybe 4-star to Louis Varland because he has strikeout stuff and he obviously has stamina. So yeah, shout out to Louis Varland. The guy's a dog. He got a huge out though with 2 outs and 2 on with Freeman flying out of center field. Mookie Betts then scores after a Tommy Edman sac fly out Bassett in the 6th inning. Ernie Clement. At that point, 29 hits, which was a postseason record tied with Randy Rosarena in 2020, I believe that was. Playoff. Randy was unfortunately hasn't been the case since that 2020 season. Need you to wake up, Randy Rosarena. But yeah, Andres Jimenez ends up coming through with a RBI double, I think it was, off of Tyler Glasnow. I know that felt great for him. The pitch hit comments at the last game and then getting... allowing that fly out and then Barger getting doubled off to end off the game 6. And then George Springer up right after at that game. And he potentially could have came through there. And unfortunately, he ended up in a batter's box and on deck. And yeah, brutal for George Springer. No Springer probably would have came up in that moment, hit a cock shot of 500 feet down the middle and won a World Series. So... yeah, but at the end of the day, who really knows at the end of the day? And especially with the fact that David Schneider kills right-handed pitching and he was on a bench. So, yeah, the game before that, he had that leadoff home or something like that? Yeah. That point was 42 Blue Jays. Trey Savage was in. Ohtani ends up walking. 2 days rest, by the way, for Trey Savage. It was 3 days rest for Ohtani. He pitched on the 29th. And he established against a huge double play with Freddie Freeman up to end the 7th inning. Max Muncy then hits a nuke, 2 outs in the 8th inning to make that a 4-3 game. Ernie Clement ends up hitting a leadoff double for his 30th hit to give him the postseason record in a single postseason run. 30 hits, passing Randy Arozarena and breaking the tie with himself. And third was his teammate Vladdy Jr., who I believe was at like 26. At the graphic, it said he was at 25, and then he hit a double, and it was 26. So, yeah, Vladdy's unreal. So is Ernie Clement, a guy that was a castaway from the Guardians, cut by the A's, lefty killer early on, and he just had one of the most underrated playoff performances to grace the sport, to be honest. I mean, that was incredible, absolutely incredible. And, you know, he obviously wanted that after, you know, the first... after last game in Game 6, as Glasnow came in, one pitch went out on Glasnow, it popped up to the first baseman. Yeah. And then Blake Snell's coming in, shocking the world. Like, Blake Snell gave up 10 runs in back-to-back games, and you're putting him in this game? What the fuck is it? I know Snell wants it badly, but dude, back-to-back, dude, Blue Jays fans were on his ass. I know Dodgers fans are on their ass, dude. They were calling Snell a loser. They were getting on his looks. They were like, he's a pussy, he's a bitch, he's a this, he's a that. Oh my God. If they didn't delete those comments, I know they are on fire. Blake Snell has to be on top of the fucking world right now. Back-to-back Kaiser relief. He had to bounce back. Blake Snell had to bounce back. Goes 1 1/3, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 28 pitches. Shout out to Blake Snell. Other than that, again, not to say other than that, because they're the 2 biggest games of his career, and he didn't come through, but he came through today. So Blake Snell is getting sweet, sweet, sweet revenge. Then Miguel Rojas hits a game-tying homer with 1 out on Jeff Hoffman, who gives up a lot of hard hits. There's a lot of barrels, power on power, gets a lot of strikeouts. But holy shit, Miguel Rojas, unlikely source, a number 9 man right before Shohei Ohtani, and I thought they went back-to-back almost, but they didn't. That was his first homer, by the way, since September 19th. Like, what the actual fuck? Jeff Hoffman gives him a lot of hard contact, like I mentioned, and a lot of barrels, gets a lot of strikeouts, but yeah, power gets power at the end of the day. The Dodgers, by the way, before this, they were 2-65. They're now 3-65 when trailing after 9 innings since 1980. No, in their entire World Series career or World Series history, which was 1988. Game 1 was their last win, by the way. Yamamoto versus Kirk, 1 out. He just pitched yesterday, by the way. Yoshi gets Kirk after 1 dot, and after that, it's Yoshi versus Varsho, and Varsho ends up grounding out, I believe, to Miguel Rojas, defensive sub. It was like 1 out in the 9th inning. I'm like, why did they randomly go defensive sub? I was like, oh, it wasn't Justin Dean who had the lodged ball, what's it called? Ground rule double, which was, yes, an ethical play. Yeah, it's like the NBA. Oh, why you fouling up 3? That's pussy, that's bitch, that's this, that's that. That's some shit I was doing 2K, by the way. But 2K 2025, MJ GIF. Yeah, that was a great play. But Andy Paz came in, again, mid-inning, 1 out. And, of course, he ends up coming through with just a perfect button push by Dave Roberts. Gets a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful catch to end the inning and force extras. That was bottom of the 9th with Ernie Clement up. Just hit a really hard shot, and he caught it right over his teammate Enrique Hernandez, a.k.a. Kike Hernandez, which was absolutely just insane. What a play. Before, like I mentioned, the Miggy Rowe play at second base to get IKF out at home, and Andy Paz catch to end at the bottom of the 9th with a snag over Enrique Hernandez. Max Muncy gets a single for his 3rd hit of the game. Teoscar had a very good patient at bat. Finally, Teoscar not expanded the zone and whiffing and striking out and this and that and chasing. Finally, brother. Pages needs to come through, and he ends up grounding out. And Mookie Betts is out at home after play by Andres Jimenez. He was a fringe all-star in the second half. Pages wasn't, and his back completely just zapped off. Really good on both ends. He has to bounce back next season. But at the end of the day, back-to-back years with a ring, I'm pretty sure Pages is sleeping A-OK. But yeah, that at bat could have defied his career. I said it did. I've run out of my nose. This at bat defines your career. Still got the momentum for that catch, the force extras or what, and then he ends up grounding out. And then Yamamoto throws 3 innings after throwing 96 pitches in 6, and you're like, oh, why didn't they put Yamamoto in the 7th inning yesterday? Well, Dave Roberts pushed the button today, and it's getting 3 innings and 9 outs out of him, which is insane because it wasn't sharp for Yamamoto was all. He hit Kirk, he was out of control. At point he was dotting, at point he was, erratic. And then he gets Kirk to ground out ending the game and ending the World Series. Kind of reminded me of the McCole Hardman thing against the Eagles, where they didn't know that they won the World Series. I was reacting to the game, but I had no idea that the Dodgers won the World Series. I'm like, oh, there's one, there's two, and I was like, oh, just like normal play, and I'm like, oh shit, that was one of the World Series. That's what got them back to back. Holy fucking shit, what the hell? But yeah, that was incredible. And then the Will Smith nuke off Shane Bieber. The guy's a fucking dog. Second best catcher in baseball. Don't fucking at me, nigga. And then I was thinking maybe they bring a Clayton Kershaw and then that batting against Barger, but nope. Kershaw's one of my goats, but I don't know. And then Yoshinobu Yamamoto ends up coming through a double play on Alejandro Kirk. He's at worst, like I mentioned, the 1B pitcher in Major League Baseball. The guy is a fucking dog. But yeah, Dodgers, man. The scoring in order today went Bichette 3-run homer, Teoscar sac fly, Edmonds sac fly, Andres Jimenez RBI double, Max Muncy homer, Miguel Rojas homer, and Will Smith homer. The Chicks ding the long ball, and the long ball will win you playoff series, ladies and gentlemen. Dodgers today, man. Ohtani today 2 for 5 with a walk. Will Smith today 2 for 6 today with a homer and a strikeout. Freddie Freeman today 0 for 6 with a hit, but made some big time plays defensively. Mookie Betts 0 for 3 today with 2 walks. Max Muncy 3 for 4 today with a homer, which was massive to cut it down to 1 run. And then Miguel Rojas. But before that, Max Muncy had a walk and a strikeout. Teoscar Hernandez over 3 with a massive walk, though. He also had a sacrifice fly. Edmonds up coming in. Did Dean end up coming in for Teoscar for defense as well? Was that only Andy Pajes? Actually, yeah, because Pajes ended up coming for an Edmund, so yeah. But Teoscar, yep. Jaime Edmund ends up going over 3 today with the sac fly. Pajes 0 for 1 today, but made a big time catch to continue the game, which was absolutely massive. Enrique Hernandez 1 for 5 today with 2 strikeouts. Miguel Rojas, just the man of the match. Him and Yamamoto 1A, 1B. 2 for 5 today, dazzling defensive plays. Had the game-tying home run. Just the inning after that, too. The get play to nab out. IKF at home. Game on the line. Comes through. Stumbles initially and still plants his feet. Just an absolute just wizard. 36 years old. What a ball player, man. What a fucking ball player. 2 for 5 today with that home run and a strikeout. Then pitching wise today, Ohtani 2 1/3, 5 innings, 3 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, a homer. Dustin Robleski 1 inning and a third, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and ends up getting a skirmish or clear the bench with hitting Andres Jimenez. Tyler Glasnow 2 1/3, 3 hits, 1 run, all earned, 2 strikeouts. Emmett Sheehan 1 inning, 2 run ball, 2 strikeouts. Blake Snell 1 inning and a third, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Yamamoto getting a dub, 5 1/3 win of the World Series for him, 2 2/3, which I think is the third third win. I think it's like one of the 3 pitchers of all time to do that. I think it's him. I think one of them is Madison Bumgarner against the Giants. And yeah, 2 2/3, 1 hit, 1 walk, and a strikeout. And now to the Blue Jays. Y'all played a hell of a series, man. Do not hang y'all hat, Y'all played a fucking hell of a series, dog. This was Goliath versus Goliath. 2 ethical ball clubs. Blue Jays, man. Wow. This stings. This really does stink. You did not play a bad baseball game. You did not play a bad baseball series. You have a really good damn ball club. You are an upper echelon ball club, but holy shit, dog. Dodgers, man. The long ball just beat the Blue Jays at the end of the day, man. I mean, fuck, that's tough. George Springer today with 1 leg, by the way. 3 for 6 today with a run and 3 strikeouts. Nathan Lucas today 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. Snyder is a pitching for him, striking out against Blake Snell. Miles Straw 0 for 1 today. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. today. And it's going to be 1 for 5 with that double late in the game. Also got a walk and a strikeout. Bo Bichette 2 for 4 today with a 3-run homer. Also got a walk and a strikeout. I can't have to come in for him to pinch run because Bo Bichette obviously cannot run. After Bo Bichette got a hit because he's a fucking dog or he walked, whatever the hell it was, got on base. Addison Barger today 2 for 4 with 2 walks and a strikeout. Alejandro Kirk 2 for 5 today, double play. Alejandro Kirk, man, I know this is gonna eat at him. He had moments multiple times to end the game and he did not come through. Unfortunately for him, 2 for 5 today, but did not come through when it mattered most for Toronto Blue Jays, which sucks for Alejandro Kirk. Dalton Varsho today, 0 for 5 today with 2 strikeouts, had an opportunity as well to walk it off and did not come through. Ernie Clement, that sucks for him. He hit the ball really, really hard again. I want to see on Baseball Savant how hard Ernie Clement hit that ball that ended up going. Ernie Clement hit that ball at 100.7 miles an hour, 380 off the bat, just out of 230 ballparks. And that Will Smith homer was 104.6 off the bat. And the Max Muncy homer was 102.2, 29 out of 30, 530. Miggy Rowe was 104.9, 870 out of 30 ballparks. Miguel fucking Rojas. What a ball player, man. What a ball player. What a fucking ball player. Ernie Clement, like I mentioned, 3 for 5 today with a run. Hit 411 with a 416 on base and a 562 slug. So 562 plus 416. 562 plus 416. He had a... Holy shit. Dude, this should not be this difficult for me to look this up. He had an OPS of 978. Yeah, that was fucking incredible. Tips of the caps to Ernie Clement for a phenomenal postseason. Again, he literally was a cast-off, and then throughout the season, he ended up being known as a lefty killer, and ended up killing literally everybody and anything in sight. Yeah, he just left it all out there. Shout out Ernie Clement, an absolute fucking dog. The guy is only 29 years old. New York, Rochester, New York, where he's based out of. Ernie Clement, man, he's probably going to get himself an absolute bag. Him, Addison Barger, a couple of other guys as well. Yeah. Then Andres Jimenez, 1 for 4 today, made a nice play to get Mookie Betts out at home late in the game. 1 for 4 today with the RBI single, RBI double off of Hella Glass now, went on a strikeout as well. And then Max Scherzer today, 4 1/3, 4 hits, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Louis Varland today, 2 1/3, 1 hit. Chris Bassett, 1 inning today, 2 hits, 1 run, all earned, 1 walk. Trey Savage, 1 2/3 today, 1 hit, 1 walk. Gives the homer to Max Muncy in the 8th inning. Jeff Hoffman's a blown to save, 1 inning and a third, gets 1 out, and then the Miguel Rojas homer ends up coming from the number 9 man right before Shohei Ohtani. I thought he went back to back like I mentioned earlier, but it was a fly out to like left field, I want to say off the top of my head. But 1 1/3 for Hoffman. 1 hit on 1 run on the homer, 2 strikeouts, and Shweta Dominguez, a little erratic, but he got out of it. 1 inning, 1 hit, 2 walks, and then Shane Bieber gets the loss, giving up the homer to Will Smith with 2 outs in the top of the 11th inning. 1 inning, 1 hit, obviously all on that Will Smith homer, as a getting the loss for that. And Shane Bieber, I want to see what he gets in the offseason. I mean, he had I felt like a really good postseason. Overall, 3.60 ERA, kind of inflated, obviously, with this last one. Is that his last inning as a Blue Jay? I want to see what happens with that. They look like he enjoyed himself. Made it to the World Series. But yeah, shout out to the Dodgers and Blue Jays for having a phenomenal series. Shout out to Dodgers for running it back-to-back World Series again. Please, no salary cap, for everything a salary floor. Cheap fucks in the baseball community. Spend on your team. Again, big market bias as a Yankees fan, but spend on your fucking teams. What a phenomenal postseason. Yamamoto, you got all the respect in the world. Shohei Ohtani is a 2-time champ. Mookie Betts is what is Mookie Betts now, a 4-time champ? Mookie Betts World Series rings. How many rings does Mookie Betts have? Mookie Betts has 4 rings now. Well, 2018 with the Red Sox, 2020 with the Dodgers. Yes, we're counting quote-unquote bubble rings. Yeah, because if your team would have won it in the NBA or MLB, y'all would have counted it. Or if they had an NHL season, or if they had a NFL season, y'all would have counted it. And also 2024, and obviously winning it now. Shout out to Marcus Lynn Betts. Yeah. Wow. Miguel fucking Rojas, man. Miguel fucking Rojas. Holy shit. Blake Snell gets his revenge. Yamamoto is a fucking dog. My respect is through the roof for George Springer. For Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is an undoubtedly top 10 player in baseball. Superstar Bo Bichette is a fucking dog. I will kill to have a guy like that on my team. Hey, we do need a shortstop, but we know Bo Bichette struggles defensively at short. But hey, what if they move Jazz to third, or maybe trade Jazz because he had 2 back-to-back shit posting. I love Jazz Chisholm Jr., bro. Holy fuck! And move him at third and play Bo Bichette at second base. Bo Bichette can play second base now, but shortstop get most money, but he's obviously not good defensively at shortstop. But he has some dazzling plays at second base today, even with that, really playing with 1D. So what a fucking dog. Ernie Clement has my respect forever. For fucking ever. No bad taste in your mouth from Kirk, but he had a really good postseason. 254 with a 349 on base and a 493 slug. Like even Barger. 367 with a 441 OBP and a 583 slug. Holy fucking shit, what a World Series, what a time to be alive. Baseball is a glorious sport. If you don't watch playoff baseball, if you don't watch baseball at all, I genuinely feel bad for you. This is one of the best sports in the whole entire world. My opinion, because I'm an NBA bias, my first love, I have NBA, NFL, then MLB. Yeah. I did over all the college sports, over soccer / football, not American football, obviously, and NHL, which, go Bruins, but one of my least watched teams, unfortunately. But yeah, what a glorious sport the sport of baseball is. Shout out to the Dodgers for winning back-to-back World Series. My GOAT, Clayton Kershaw, goes out. I remember watching Kershaw back in the day, random TBS game, playoff game, with Ryan Anderson on the mic, or Ron Donald, whatever, one of those two. And just seeing Clayton Kershaw, yeah, that guy went out with a ring. My fucking GOAT. Bases loaded and ends up getting it out on Nathan Lukes in that 18-inning game. Shout out to Clayton fucking Kershaw, man. Clayton fucking Kershaw going out on top, 37 years old, played all of his seasons with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Rumblings a little bit of going to the Rangers, but they ended up bringing it back. Ends up putting up a 3.36 ERA, getting All-Star. Maybe that was honorary, but still, but a 1.64. 37-year-old season, 18 years. Potentially could have made it to 20. He still got a little bit more left in him, but hey, man. Kershaw goes out with a bang. Last pitch he ever threw was out. Nathan Lukes basically loaded in LA. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Going out with a bang. My fucking GOAT, Clayton Kershaw. Shout out to the Dodgers. Hell of a series for the Blue Jays. Can't wait for next season. I'm recording a video. I usually record a lot of videos on here about the Yankees. I'm trying to include some about the Yankees. I have one incoming very, very soon in the next coming days. Also been uploading a lot on my NBA channel. Grinding. The grind is not stop. Following the kid on TikTok. Be sure to watch the streams on Playback. Do all of that good stuff. The kid is grinding. It's 1:31 a.m. I'm going to eat, upload this video, or upload this video, edit this video, upload this video, eat, then chill, and then get up for a reasonable time to watch NFL for all day, all night, from early afternoon games to 4 o'clock games to take a little break, and then Sunday Night Football, and then Monday Night Football. Yeah, the grind is not stop. The kid is not stop. Yeah, grind season, baby. Yes, sir. It's either kill or be kill world, baby, and I'm ready to kill. Yes, sir. But yeah, what a glorious, glorious, glorious sport of baseball this was. What a glorious World Series. What a glorious game this was. Yamamoto was a fucking GOAT, nigga. Greatest player of all time, Shohei Ohtani as well. Ends up winning 2 rings back to back. Yeah, guy's fucking special, man. The guy is fucking special. Did not pitch his best game today. They didn't have many moments today offensively either, but hey, 2-time champion at the end of the day. My Shohei Ohtani over Babe Ruth agenda will be thriving. Like, hitting 100, throwing 100 in this day and age, yeah, that nigga's the fucking go. Argue with a fucking wall. But yeah, other than that, yo, that is the video. Make sure to go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up, make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. It's your boy John. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Also, follow me on Playback and Instagram. Links to everything will and will always be in the description box down below. But other than that, like I mentioned, it's your boy John. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the video. Go Yankees. Video coming up soon. Go baseball. Fears Robert Manfred. If you guys enjoyed the video, have a great rest of y'all day. And I'm out, man. Peace.